Kraft.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Just quickly, Carrie, I don't know where you went, but that was awesome. And Will also, and for those of you who are here, you know, I look at our national board members, especially our founding board members who are here tonight, Jay Calnan, Dan Walsh, and the rest of our board who are here. And we're pretty much Boston-centric, so yeah, we're in an iconic venue here tonight. We think we got a pretty iconic venue in Boston too, but for us to see the growth of this organization and what we created truly from scratch 13 years ago in 2011 when we founded the organization, and to see where we are tonight is truly gratifying and amazing to us. So thank you all for your support. I just want to say too, the growth and success and national expansion didn't happen by accident. It happened because we were all moved by the stories you're hearing tonight. And I hope you're also moved here in the Midwest to spread the message among your friends and coworkers and organizations and help us really bang this thing out. So again, thank you all for the support. It's just so humbling. Thank you. So I've got the pleasure, you've heard from a parent and a student athlete. I've got the pleasure of introducing someone who's become a good buddy of mine. He's one of the kids who was drafted onto one of the teams, Michigan football. And I first got connected to this guy back in 2016 when he was drafted onto the Michigan football team. And I had a daughter who was at Michigan at the time. She was a freshman or a sophomore. She was a Team Impact ambassador on campus. So she went to the draft day, and you know, I knew what was going on. It was a big deal. Jim Harbaugh and the Wolverines were just starting to get on their run. And she called me. She said, "Dad, I just met the most inspirational, upbeat person I've ever met in my life. He's 12 or 13 years old, and he's had like 95 surgeries in his life." Again, 12 years old, 95 surgeries in his life at that time. And he's positive and just so passionate. And he was uplifting the players. I mean, you heard Will talk about what these relationships do to the college athletes. So I'm going to introduce him in a minute. But the video we just saw of Larry Prout, who's our speaker, walking out at the field at Michigan. I was there that day in the big house. Just want to give you a little more context, because I know there's a lot of Wolverines in the crowd. But there's 105 or 10,000 people in the big house. And Larry had just done his draft a few weeks earlier, and they were going to introduce him at a TV timeout. I think it was in the third quarter. And, you know, the PA announcer's getting ready and giving the preamble, and Larry's in his wheelchair under one of the goalposts with his family, and they're getting ready to wheel him out, and Larry's just going like this. "Nope, I don't need a wheelchair." And he pops up out of the wheelchair. Mom Kathy was here saying, "Larry, you know, wheelchair." He's like, "Nope." And now Larry Prout, and he runs, you saw it, runs out to midfield, and the whole big house is chanting, "Larry, Larry." It was unbelievable, still goosebumps. And it just shows the magic of what this is all about. And it's my pleasure now to introduce really the hero, one of my, if not my biggest hero. I always say he's the toughest, most inspirational person I know in my life. And honored to call him a friend. And you grow up in Boston as a sports fan in the 80s. Larry Bird was Larry Legend. We got to find a new nickname for him, because Larry Legend is Larry Prout in my mind. Come up, Larry.
Hi everyone, my name is Larry Prout Jr. I was born with all my organs on the outside of my body. I wasn't given much of a chance to survive. I am now 23 years old and have survived 114 surgeries at the University of Michigan Mott Children's Hospital. Before Team Impact, I really started to not like my body. My world was pretty small. I was in the hospital or home recovering from surgeries, illness, infections, or illness. It was hard to make friends because I missed so much school. I would think I just wanted to be like other kids. I wanted to run, jump, ride a bike. I wanted to play football, but my doctor said I couldn't. When my mom filled out the application and I met Kiernan in Michigan Athletics and was matched with Michigan football in 2016, my world changed. I was born a Michigan man at Mott Hospital, and now I was teammates to Wolverines who would fist pump me and before and after surgeries, at practices and in the locker rooms. And they tell me that I am strong, or the bravest guy they know, and that they appreciated me. At first, I wondered, why do they say that to me? I am small and can't do the things that they do. I am not strong like they are, but when they say they appreciate me, I want to be brave for my teammates, to be strong and to never give up. One time, my teammate, Grant Newsom, told me I was the bravest kid he knows and that I never give up. When I hurt really bad or am scared about my next surgery, I remember what Grant said, and I remember what my team says to me. If I can inspire and give strength to guys that are 6'7" and 280 pounds, then I can handle a little surgery. They give me courage. They keep me going. Because of Michigan Athletics and Team Impact, I have now started my own nonprofit, and 3 of my Michigan football teammates are on my board of directors. With their help, thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's really a pleasure. With their help, we have given over $110,000 in financial assistance to 135 families at the University of Michigan Mott Children's Hospital. And many of my former coaches and teammates and Team Impact family have become donors, volunteers, and participants of my 5K, my annual 5K. I spent upwards up to 6 months at Mott, and every Thursday, Michigan Athletics bring in their athletes to visit with us patients, to give us hope and to help us pass the time. I am so grateful to those visits. As the director of Michigan Athletics at Michigan, Warde has always been warm and welcoming to me and my family. I appreciate all he does for me and all my family and my fellow Team Impact Michigan teammates. Life is a gift, and I love my life. I can't play football, but being part of the Michigan football team has impacted my life, helped me to grow, have courage, and never give up, and shown me that I have value. I appreciate Michigan Athletics, Team Impact, and being a Wolverine. Thank you, Team Impact, for asking me to be here tonight. What Team Impact and the Michigan Wolverine football team has given me can't be attended to with a ticket. It can only be received through all the kindness, love, and respect the University of Michigan Athletics and Team Impact communities have shown me. From one Michigan man to another, I would like to welcome Ward Manuel to the stage to accept this honor. Go Blue!
Thank you for those words. You're awesome. Yeah, I love you. No, he can stay there if he wants. No. Listen, I don't know about y'all. There were a couple of tears I shed tonight. And I want to thank all of you for being here, for listening to the story of my friend Larry, for Phoebe and their families, for Jude, who's here, for all of our teammates who are here. I'm so proud of my staff, Colette, who runs this for us and leads this. Over 30 student athletes. For Elizabeth Heinrich, who's on my leadership team and a great leader of the area of our student athlete health and welfare and student services. For our former student athletes who are here and who take so much pride in the connection to these young people who inspire all of us to be better. This is what sports is about, ladies and gentlemen. This is what life is about. We win, we lose. But they win, and they try to win every day. The least we can do is give to others who give so much to us by pouring their hearts into inspiring us every day with their efforts, with who they are and what they mean to these teammates, to the world, and to their families and friends. On behalf of everybody at Michigan, especially our student athletes and our coaches and our staff, I want to thank Team Impact. Dan, I remember the meeting that we had to talk about it. Was glad to participate. Talking to Seth, now meeting Joe and Alexis, having Chris Gus as a great supporter, one of our great alums and former athletes, and his wife Susan, and all of the sponsors here. I am blessed to be the leader of a department with student athletes, thousands who care, thousands who take the time to go to the Mott Children's Hospital to connect with these young people and meaningful, and they mean what they say. They're teammates, and they treat them that way. And they inspire us as much as hopefully we inspire them to continue the fight that they fight, to support their families, as was discussed. That makes me proud and happy. It's not the wins and losses, ladies and gentlemen. Those come and go. This stays with us forever. Larry is a legend. Larry is a legend, and Team Impact has made the difference in the world, and it's my honor to receive this on behalf of all of our student athletes, coaches, and staff. And I thank you all. Keep up the fight. Go Blue. Thank you.